Happy Hump Day. Today is Wednesday, May 29th, right? Did I get that right? I think I did. If it gets noisy, I'll close the door. I do have a fan on. It's not very hot here, but it's gonna be. All right. Thank you for being here. Please make sure that you are subscribed and that you hit the thumbs up. I'm going to talk loudly. I might even yell. Hang on a second. What's up, you guys? How are you? Here I am. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. The day commenced. The jury's in deliberation. I'm tired of hearing about it, but we're in an important time for sure. And Justice Alito has been on my mind a lot. Zircon is saying today's a good day. Okay, good. I'm glad to hear you say that. I'm just really mad at Samuel Alito. And I'll see if I can get over it. Yeah, nice little balcony. I bought some lights for the balcony, but I have an extension cord I need to set up. All right, well, maybe we'll talk about Alito when some more people show up. What's going on with Alito and Clarence Thomas? What's going on? And it kind of makes me a little crazy that people aren't just saying what it is. What Alito has in his mind, because that's what I do. I tune into people's minds. I'm skipping? What do you mean I'm skipping? Maybe it's because I was just about to say something important. According to me. I'm cutting out. Alright, well, if it's bad, I'm trying to figure out what may have happened. Let me check my Wi-Fi connections. If it's bad, let me know. If I get like 5 people saying it's buffering and all that, I'll sort of just restart everything. I'll keep an eye on the chat. What Alito and Thomas have going on in their heads, let's start with Alito, is this. I'm showing you the authoritarian takeover. That's what Alito is doing. Okay, it looked like I was buffering or something, skipping, so it looks like we're all good now. Thank you. What Alito is doing is he's rubbing it in our faces, which is why I find it astounding when I'm listening to the news, and sometimes they're like, well, we don't know what he's really saying. Did he really not know that his wife did that? You know, it's none of that. It's none of that. You don't have to be a psychic to figure this out. It's glaringly obvious. What Samuel Alito is doing is he's rubbing our faces in it. He's saying to the United States of America, I am planning for authoritarianism. I support authoritarianism. I support a dictatorship. Yeah, Walter Cronkite is turning in his grave. That's for sure. That is for sure. The GOP is a party of liars and a lot of other things. Treasonous traitors that are working for the enemy. Part of Putin's playbook, yes. So, the blatant gaslighting is so annoying. I did it again this afternoon. Not I didn't gaslight. I would never do that. I don't have it in me. I don't think I could do it. I'm a terrible liar. I wouldn't distort the truth for people. intentionally. I fired off another email to MSNBC. What was this one about? It's always something. It's subtle sometimes, but when I see it, I call it out and I write to MSNBC, and somebody over there must be getting it because it doesn't get sent back. It's Katie Tour talking about the trial and the jury and deliberations now, and Katie Tour said something to this effect. Do you think that people really care? I nearly fell out of my chair. I'm like, can you? How insulting! This is MSNBC. Do you think people really care? Don't tell us how we feel. Don't try to sway us to well, the other people don't really care. Then we should. Come on, Gloria. I'm sorry. I have no idea why you didn't get the Zoom invitation. I'm doing all that I can do. Terry's, say a prayer for Terry. Your husband's in the hospital. I'm in a little bit of chaos because of that. Because I'm, concerned, and pray for Terry's husband. I feel that everything will be fine. But I really can't get into the administrative stuff. I'm terrible at it. We'll look into it. I'm sorry you missed us. It was a little bit of a chaotic meeting last night. So Katie Tour, do you think it's going to matter to people? Yeah, he'll be okay. Terry's husband, he'll be okay. And she probably doesn't want me talking about it, but I'm just saying. I need her, and she's needing to be with her family. I hope you guys catch it. I hope you guys catch it when they're doing this on the news. I know Alito refused to step aside from the January 6th cases. I do know that. I'm very, very painfully aware of that. Let me just tell you. You heard it here. Katie Tour is a trumpet, that's for sure. Hey James, haven't seen you in a while, I don't think. Unless I missed you. Let's check the pendulum. Oh yeah, Katie Tour. Do you think people really care? What? That Trump was an illegitimate president that got help from Russia and from hiding the information? Hiding the information from the American people that they have a right to know in a democracy. So what Alito is telling us is fuck democracy. Excuse my French. I'm just going to say it again. What Alito and Thomas are saying is fuck democracy and fuck you all. That's the bottom line. And he blames his wife. What he does is he makes it so much more offensive, because then he goes he does all these circles around the lies, and then he sees how grandiose more he can make the lies, and he's mocking us. I'm just telling the truth. That is what they're saying to the American people that pay their goddamn paychecks. You sure he's not related to Mussolini? It's all they have, and they have a plan. I really want you all to hear this. They have a plan for an authoritarian takeover of us. And if the news isn't going to call it out, and if YouTube keeps docking my numbers, right, I'm just going to I'll go out on the porch and preach it. But I am not going to sit here and go, oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, people don't. Oh yeah, well, they will grant Donald Trump immunity. They will. And Gloria's saying YouTube does that to everyone. That is not true. YouTube does not do that to everyone. YouTube does that to the truth tellers. There is no way that my having been on for over 3 years, 3 times a week, every week, no matter where I am, that my numbers are pretty damn accurate. Let's ask the pendulum. One of the pendulums. So get ready for that, and that's why there's a delay. You know, they should have never taken the case to say whether the person who posed as a president, who is an enemy of the United States of America, clearly, who incited a violent insurrection, people died. How can we even think for a tiny second that they're gonna say that he doesn't have immunity? Sotomayor the other day was being interviewed, and she said after they make their decisions, she goes and cries. One of the liberal justices, or let's just say the rational justices, who got dinged by YouTube. What are you talking about? I'm just asking. No, Alito. No, Angela, I have to disagree with that. You're saying Alito is just a coward to be blaming it on his wife. It's worse than that. He's blaming it on his wife to add to the pathos and the insult to the injury. Do I change chairs every time? My big heavy chair is over there, and it's too hard to move around, and I'm still moving things around in this room to see where things fit. Are they going to grant Trump full immunity? Is that where the Supreme Court is headed? Yeah. Yeah. Paul is not watching CNN or MSNBC. You get your truth from me. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. And Midas touch. Don't take my YouTube seriously. There's some biased people who work there. Well, clearly, but it's painful. It's painful. I'm working for free, basically. Because I love you guys. But you guys are going to start booking readings, or I'm going to have to cut my PNNs somewhat. Trump is fit to be tied. More storms, more tornadoes. I mean, the news is, I mean, there are people dying in Texas. There's millions of people don't have electricity in hot Texas. They're not even covering it. Seems to me that I've lost, no, I haven't lost my cards. Let's read the nefarious, time for an effing dad joke. Let me grab the nefarious cards. What's an ancient Egyptian favorite restaurant? Pizza Tut. I like it. That's funny. That's cute. I think we need some fairies. Hang on. See, I never know what I'm going to do or what I'm going to read till I get here. Pizza Tut. I like it. Warren sent me the Fairies Oracle, and thank you once again for the Fairies Oracle. So we're going to kind of look at them. I'm going to bring this leaf up on my table. Please like and subscribe. Oh my gosh, we have over 200 people. We need to do a group hug. Cheryl, if I feel the need to burn some sage, I most certainly will burn some sage. When somebody tells me to burn some sage, I feel like they're telling me that I have bad energy. I am going to read the tea leaves. At the very last minute, I remembered. Somebody had a question about Trump and immunity. Let me just grab that question. Why the delay in the decision? Wouldn't they have ruled immediately to spare their beloved Fuhrer court case? No, they're delaying it. They're actually playing with our psyches. Yes, I have the tea leaves today. I finally remembered to just make some tea. Let's pull 3 cards from the nefarious deck. Yes, kitty holler, exactly. Sometimes there's no other word to fit the sentence. Exactly. If I offended your ears, I apologize, but I don't think I offended anybody's. I don't know if I got your email, Shockwave. The magicians, martyrs, and madmen. Trump is off the rails crazy. Aileen Cannon is in on it. I mentioned on Monday that I feel the connection between Aileen Cannon and Alito. They're all in this together. They are. So we're going to pull 3 cards. How many times have we heard that statement repeated, in recent times? When somebody shows you who they are, believe them. Why was the king only a foot tall? Because he was a ruler. We'll get a little bell on that one. They're showing us who they are in full living color. I remember when Mary Trump, months ago, I heard Mary Trump say, because I think it was right after Trump said he was going to run for president again, I heard Mary Trump say in an interview, the question is, why would we let him after what he's done? So I'm pulling 3 cards about where Trump is at. Thomas always has good dad jokes. Oh, we were going to do a hug. Don't let me forget to do a hug. We're not going to do a hug until I have more thumbs up. Guys, you got to help me out a little more. I love you and I'm glad we're here. You got to help me out a little more. I don't want to cut 1 PNN a week, but it's getting to that point. Because if people aren't booking readings, I'm going to have to go figure something else out. I do have some classes coming up though too. So please hit the thumbs up. Yes, I'm being nasty. I'm not really being nasty. I'm just I'm being emphatic. When I say I need your help, I really mean it. Not joking. And thank you to all of you who have donated profusely. And you might want to become a member because we had a really fun psychic party. The top 2 levels get invited to a psychic party once a month. It's always a blast. We do readings. Kathy's here. All right, I'm reading on the loser and where he's at right now. 4 of Swords indicates bad health. Book with me, yes, and book with Kathy too, because she needs to get 2 astrology readings in order for us to do a show. We're reading on the loser. The 4 of Swords indicates that his health is failing. Oh, he's going to be guilty. He will be found guilty. Yeah. Thank you, Sharon. So nice. Thank you, Sylvia. Sending positive democracy energy. When I have 200 thumbs up, we're going to do a group hug. It's doable. It's doable. The 2 of Pentacles. So, I mean, his Trump's health is horrible. His health is horrible. I mean, horrible. I really am picking that up so strongly. Trump's health is horrible. The 2 of Pentacles. He's doing whatever he can. He's really working to keep things in balance. And he keeps leaning into this Project 2025. It's just where he's at right now. So it's slightly concerning that I'm picking up with Alito, with Thomas, with Trump and his cohorts, that they're leaning into that authoritarian takeover thing. Like, in the sense, like, you know how Trump has that woman follow him around and hand him the stack of news stories that she probably changes them around to sound positive, or it's all right-wing extremist media. So Trump leans on that in order to keep his energy going. Among other things, he leans on to keep his energy going. Thank you for the donation. When they're thinking about how they're going to get away with things, they lean into their plan for an authoritarian takeover. You know, it's kind of like, this is what we're going to fall back on. His ego stroker, yeah, the woman, she gives him a stack of articles that say positive things about him. I mean, that's not power, that's pathetic. And she gets paid like $100,000 a year or more to print out stories. Those legal lapdogs who support Trump only saying there isn't a crime he committed, he won't. Thank you, Marby. Much appreciate. Thanks for the donations. You guys are awesome. I really love you. Will he live long enough to hear the cell door close behind him? Let's ask, shall we? You don't understand why he's still there? He shouldn't be there. Why can't the president step in? This is horse crap. We all agree with you, Janet. 2 words. Death threats. Will Trump live long enough to be held accountable for his crimes? You guys, you've been with me long enough. You know what this means. Alright, when we get up to 200 thumbs up, we're going to do a group hug. Whenever that happens. So they're leaning in, you know, to make them feel like they're winning, they lean into their authoritarian plan. And please go to my Substack and subscribe to Grassroots of Democracy group. Thank you for your donation. Grassroots of Democracy group, because my articles are also on Substack, the ones that I get sent, that are sent out with the newsletter for Grassroots of Democracy 3 times a week. The latest one, and please subscribe even if you already get the newsletter. I need people to subscribe to my Substack. The article that I wrote on Tuesday, in that article I listed all the departments, the United States departments, the federal departments. I listed them, as many as I could find. And the whole authoritarian takeover plan guts all of it. And if you think that you're not dependent on the departments of government in the United States of America, think again, because we all are. Dad joke, did you hear about the Viking who was reincarnated? He was born again. Do you pronounce that Bjorn? Yeah, so anyway. Alito. And the Supreme Court. Bjorn, thank you. Remember that Bjork, the singer, the performing artist? Was it Bjork? I always thought I was saying it wrong. Alito. Yeah, the lover card. Alito is, here it is. I'm reading on Alito. Happy birthday to all the Geminis. Big hugs. From Sharon. Happy hump day, Betty. Did I see Judge Cannon removed from the case? Ben Midas Touch reported about. I've been saying that all along. I did not catch. Is this breaking news? Huh. Let's ask the pendulum. Did Eileen Cannon get ousted? Did Eileen Cannon get ousted? Darren, I did thank you. I did go to my post office box yesterday, and I think I thanked you in advance, even though I hadn't gone yet. I did. I'm getting a big yes that Eileen Cannon was excused from. That's weird. It's pretty big. Hang on, I dropped a card and I'm reading on Alito. That shyster. Treasonous traitor. Here's Alito's energy. For entertainment purposes only, I want you to know that I feel money coming from an enemy country being funneled into Alito's pockets. The Lover card indicates he's using his evil, nefarious connections. The Six of Wands is like there's more. This is about the immunity case where he's going to say that Trump has full immunity. Now I'm saying that he's going to say that Trump has full immunity, but I haven't read yet on whether. I mean, I do see that they're going for that, but I haven't read on whether that would pass. Alito. He's in conversations about the next stages of the authoritarian takeover. The Six of Wands is I keep on picking up that they're using something. He and his cohorts, Alito's, they're using something about January 6th. Something to do with those that were prosecuted for January 6th involvement. Yeah, I'm picking up Russian money. Yeah, I'm picking up Russian money. We need to put the pressure on our leaders to do something and to stop pretending this is not okay. We're going to read on Dick Durbin too, because he's being too mealy-mouthed for my taste. So this is Alito voting for full immunity for Trump and voting for the January 6th, what they call hostages, and they're treasonous, traitor, seditionists. It's going to work in the traitor's favor. Now, don't freak out, because I'm not saying that this is going to, last. All right. But, we're getting closer. We need 12 more for a group hug. 12 more thumbs up. The Ten of Wands. Remember when I said the other night when we were reading on Alito, and I said it's going to get pretty inconvenient for him what's coming? And I still get that because I have the Ten of Wands. I feel like Senator Whitehouse has the goods, has the receipts. He's been investigating the Supreme Court for a very long time, including Brett Kavanaugh, and how all the complaints, thousands of complaints about Brett Kavanaugh before he was appointed illegitimately, that the FBI never investigated. Are we having tea tonight? Yes, but you know that I do that at the end. The cup is back. I'm starting to find things. I'm still looking for my rings. I'm still making a lot of progress, though. Love the tea leaves. I know, I kept forgetting. I'm going to read on specifically what's going to happen with that Trump has full immunity decision. Because guess what? If Trump has full immunity, so does Joe Biden, right? Yeah. Senator Whitehouse, no, he's got the details, which is what that Ten of Wands was telling me. Yes, isn't it nice when you find things you've been missing in a move? I know, I kind of prepared myself mentally for it. It makes me unpack all the boxes and put things away. Thank you, Gloria. I'm good. I'm fine. Who packed my fairies and gremlins? Me. The entire immunity decision, this is what I'm looking up. They never should have taken it. Do you remember how mad we were? Well, we're going to see more heinousness. Michael's been doing that too since the 1st of March. I know, the thing is, you really do have to unpack everything. You really do. Don't keep things packed. We're talking about making, I just moved 2.5, 3 weeks ago. It's still a little crazy here. The immunity case. The High Priestess indicates that they're hiding what they're going to do. The Nine of Cups indicates they're up to a lot of no good. And the Six of Pentacles, yeah. What I'm seeing is that they're going to keep doing more horrible things. It's just, yeah. Michael's pretty well caught up on his unpacking. Good for you. Let's give you a bell. Send some of that my way. I got a lot done yesterday, which is great. Prepare for more infuriation. Is that a word? We're going to, Debbie, we have each other. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up. We have enough. We have a quorum and it's 200 people and now it's 200 thumbs up. Let's do a group hug. And my request, you can think about whatever you want. My request is that we do a group hug as we imagine the people having had enough and not taking it anymore. And like they booed Trump at the Libertarian rally. A lot of that, like we said the other day, okay? 1, 2, 3. Group hug. We're all hugging each other virtually. It's the only place this happens. All right. We're mad as hell and we're not going to take it anymore. So if you haven't had a fire under your you-know-what, it's time to get that going on, okay? Because all of us together having a fire under our asses. This is the cussing show tonight. We will be motivated. Post-hug dad joke. Where was the Declaration of Independence signed? At the bottom. But boom. Aileen Cannon. Okay, so I think that I'm seeing breaking news that she's been excused, and the pendulum affirmed that. And we're just reading energy here, so the energy is recusal. These people are paid by us. Well, besides the evil billionaires. Aileen Cannon. Great group hug. It was. He just sent a letter to White House and Dick Durbin, and he blamed his wife. Who sent a letter to the White House? Alito? Yeah. Well, what Alito was doing, if you weren't here, if you didn't hear me saying it, is he's mocking us. It's insult to injury. He's treating us like we're stupid, like we're going to believe that. I don't know if anything makes me more angry than when people try that with me. No way. TRO received text to get out of New York to get somewhere friendly immediately. Who? What's that first word, James? We should be furious. Aileen Cannon. I should just have you read these cards because they're pretty glaringly obvious. What's Aileen Cannon's deal? Well, we all know, if you're with me on a regular basis, we all know what this means, right? Yeah, somebody mentioned that, and we haven't confirmed it. Somebody mentioned, we don't know if it's true or if you've misheard something. Trump sent a fundraising post, I could be jailed tomorrow. He did that before, too. Aileen Cannon. Okay, come on, this is a test. Who does this represent in our nefarious tarot card deck? Get up, stand up for your rights. Do you know there's a movie about, thank you for reminding me, there's a movie out about Bob Marley's life. Gotta check that out. Aileen Cannon. Thank you for answering the question. This is our card for Putin. Vlad Dracula. Aileen's kind of getting hammered. There's a 10 of swords there. I don't like that card. It's Bridget Bishop, who's hung for witchcraft. But anyway, Aileen Cannon has a lot of difficulty coming at her. And I feel like, how can I describe it? I guess I can describe it like this. If you're on a beach and you're barefoot and it's a hot day and the sand is really hot and you're trying to get somewhere. This is Aileen Cannon where you just have to like jump around, try to save your feet. This is what I'm seeing with Aileen Cannon. She's having to like, oh, if I go here, okay, maybe I can. So she's getting a bit stressed. Yes, I think Alito has been consulting Cannon. I've seen that. I think I've said that several times. There's a connection. Thank you, Zircon. Let's ask, well, I already asked if she's going to be recused, ousted. Let's ask again. Yeah, walking barefoot across an asphalt street. Yeah, that energy of it, this is where I need to find a safe zone. Need to find a cool zone. So she's in the hot seat. Thank you, Sharon. Yes, Jack Smith is looking for the Aileen connections. That's what he does. All right. Is Aileen Cannon going to be ousted? I keep on getting yes. Alrighty then. Alrighty, let's see what else. I really don't want to cut one PNN per week. I really don't, because we need to come together 3 times a week. I just need for the numbers to get up. And if I have to, I will. I'll cut one PNN a week, but we kind of need the 3 times a week, right? I think we do. Let's read on the deplorables. Let's read on the party of traitors, the pot party. All right, what are you talking about? Painting? Painting your house? Don't worry, Jackie. No worries. No, don't worry. But if you can't donate, you can't donate. No pressure. I'm going to show up anyway, but I do have to make sure I can pay my bills, so I might have to go do something else in addition and cut one night a week if things don't pick up in the readings front. All right. The Putin Republicans. They're kind of stuck right now. I have the 2 of Swords. I'll try to hide the gruesome part. They're kind of stuck right now. I am just being terrible tonight. I'm fully aware of that. See, they're a little bit, the Putin Republicans, I'm sorry. Tell me I need to behave. I know I need to behave. I have a CD of my music already. I need a break. I know, that's what I was doing, Gloria. I was telling you about the Putin. I'll behave. I'll behave. I'll use 2 fingers. You don't even have to buy my record. I don't make a cent from my music. I have on Spotify, on my website, psychicannettedion.com, there is a page that has my music from my first CD, when they used to call them CDs. Thank you, Tina. And there's like the creme de la creme of the music business on that record through some serendipitous events. That was like 2012 when that CD came out. Check it out. It's on psychicannettedion.com, and I'm also on Spotify. Just type in Annette Dion, I Feel You, and my music will come up. What's up with up with Annette's numbers? Yes. Somebody's telling me to go back and read the dad joke. What does the Statue of Liberty stand for? Because she can't sit down. I think I've heard that one. Had some toddy in my tea. No, I did not. I quit drinking. I haven't drank in a few years. All right, the tea leaves they're getting ready. The Putin Republicans. There's a change coming for the Putin Republicans. Thank you, guides, for this wave of reassurance that's just come over me. The Putin Republicans. There's a change of fortune coming for them. About January 6th. The receipts are all there. I'll tell you, one of the major reasons that we're so upset is we are watching them break the law, and staying in positions of power. And it's making us crazy. It's making us kind of crazy. Alito should not be on the Supreme Court anymore. Aileen Cannon should not be at her post anymore. Clarence Thomas should have been recusing himself from the beginning. Alito should be recusing himself from the January 6th case. He said he was in on the insurrection. He made it very clear to us. He should be recusing himself from the January 6th. He should be recusing himself from the whole, Trump having immunity thing. And Trump shouldn't be walking around free. And none of these insurrectionists should be in our Congress. And they should have been ousted when they were trying to impeach Joe Biden and spent the whole year on how this Hunter Biden laptop ridiculousness. And the reason that we're so freaking furious, and we have a right to be freaking furious, is that they're still in power. And we're paying them. If you work for somebody else, that big chunk of change that comes out of your paycheck, wouldn't it be nice to have it? And all the ways that they just nickel and dime us. And then they go, na. Even though I'm in my post to serve the American people, I'm screwing them over, na, and I'm getting away with it. We're reading on Dick Durbin. Dad joke, the invention of the spoon was an important point in human history. It caused quite a stir. I'm sure it did. Sure is easier to eat your soup that way. I would love to open the window and get the beautiful breeze, but It will be too noisy. So I'll sweat for you. I'm sweating for you. Rich for the rich. Now I want everybody to understand something, and that is, here's what I want you to understand a lot of things, and you probably already understand them, but it makes me feel better to just say it. I want you to understand. Hear me out. They fear us. I'm not joking. Don't think for 1 second that Donald Trump wasn't shaken to his core at that libertarian rally. We talked to... I have a fan, Cheryl! Do I look stupid? Maybe I think I probably do. I love you guys. Do we have to wait until the Dems take control of all 3 branches of government to get rid of Alito? That's kind of going way in the future. Let's stay here. No, Cheryl, I love Cheryl. She knows I love her. I don't hide my feelings. It's just you thought it... Okay. They fear us. I talked about this the other night. That when Trump was standing up there and he was being booed, I saw... Do I have my phone here? On Friday. At least I'm not picking on Warren tonight. I'm not picking on anyone. It's all in love. I think you guys know that. It's a New England thing. That's true. Thank you, Cheryl. See, Cheryl's from Maine, and the Northeast, we're a little crass. It's, but it's all in love. Janice's Canada has not been removed yet, but here we're doing the Psychic News Network thing. Anyway, on Monday I was talking about what happened to Trump over the weekend when he was booed, and I know that he was Mussolini in his past lifetime. Remind me on Friday, because I'll show you again pictures of Benito Mussolini that look exactly like Trump. I am not joking. And people have told me he has the same signature as Mussolini. They fear us. But what's happening, I'm telling you the honest truth as I see it. So help me God. They haven't seen us. They haven't seen us take persistent, consistent action. We are the majority. They haven't seen us. What they've seen is, oh, this is what Alito's doing. Oh, well, I guess I can get away with this too. Hey, Clarence Thomas, let's support an insurrection. Invite Jenny, invite your wife, Alito. They're gonna let us do it because they're all busy. I don't know, what's everybody busy doing? People have been asleep, that's for sure. I know, I did say that the other Annette in the chat. If they give the president full immunity, then Biden gets it as well. I'm going to read these cards. That I do love these. The Tarot de St. Croix that Tia sent. Oh, the Hangman came up. What I'm going to read on is what's going to happen when the American people get louder. Yeah, for therapy, watch Trump being booed. And just, I'm telling you all, imagine it happening again and again. This is what I've been doing. It really helps. I promise you, it really helps. Imagine him being booed incessantly. Do you remember how scared he was during the Black Lives Matter protests outside the White House? Peaceful protesters. He was so scared he was hiding in that damn bunker. Bunker man. And the ridiculousness when they asked him. Well, first of all, when it was reported that he was hiding in his bunker, he wanted the person that reported that to be assassinated. Unbelievable. I'm going to pull 3 cards on the American people because I just want to tell you that I feel like we are mad as hell and not going to take it anymore in enough numbers. We'll have a conviction to celebrate by the weekend. Be of good cheer. Well, yeah, I'm not really looking at that at the moment. I'm just looking at the overall thing. And that's a good point, Kathy Beal, because I was thinking about that today. I was thinking how grateful I am that our justice system is operating and it's working correctly. And I also was thinking about, let's not lose sight of the fact that if Trump was innocent of anything, none of this would be happening. Right? If he was innocent of everything, then none of this would be happening. He's causing a ruckus because he's guilty as hell. Yeah, Robert De Niro was great. And Fox News lost their collective minds. As if Robert De Niro didn't have a right to stand there as a citizen of New York his whole life and say something. You heard an astrologer say that June is going to be a super crazy month. Bond Blue, when was the last calm month that you remember? Because I'm racking my brain to think of one. So 3 cards about the American people. And I really do believe and know and sense and feel very strongly that there is, and I kind of felt it at the Libertarian rally. I felt the, it's almost like positive mob energy. Positive. Like if you can imagine a positive mob, a mob for the good, right? That there will be like there'll be like a tipping point, like the Malcolm Gladwell book. Visualize that. So this is about the American people. Mad as hell and not going to take it anymore. Yes. Yeah, but Bond Blue, I mean, I'm just saying, but it's been, we've had all kinds of crazy things. We've had planets line up before. Like, all I'm saying is I'm just making the point. That wouldn't be unusual. For June to be a crazy month would not be an unusual thing. We had the solar eclipse, the lunar eclipse. We've had so much it's just so much, right? I'm not expecting a calm astrological month anymore, ever again. I think, let's ask the pendulum. Are there any calm astrological months coming ever again? Are we going to have any calm astrological months ever again? It's saying no. Yes, the loser's birthday is ironically, the universe has a sense of humor, because the loser's birthday is on Flag Day. But I'm reading on the American people and democracy, and the American people are going to, the mad as hell, are not going to take it anymore. The Four of Wands is, the guides are actually saying that we are, the resistance, right, is stabilizing. 2 history professors are visiting a nudist camp. Excuse me, says one to the other, but have you read Marx? Yes, the second replied. I think it's these damn wicker chairs. I'm on a wicker chair. Look at my chair. I still have the big chair, but I might have to retire it. My old chair. Pretty old. Got a lot of vibes though. 4 of Wands. We're building some kind of a stable movement. It's the 4 of Wands and the 7 of Pentacles. It's exhausting, but there's enough of us that actually know Zircon likes the smaller chair. Yeah, I might keep the smaller chair. I think that if you're not aware of it, I'm going to make you aware of it. I'm going to attempt to make you aware of it. The exhaustion, the desperation, the depression, the despair, the overwhelm, the insomnia, the feeling freaked out, all of that, and just exhausted, like you know how they talk about Trump exhaustion syndrome, is a very important component of an authoritarian takeover. So if you're feeling any of those things, that's what the nefarious evil forces need for you to feel. Don't fall into the trap. Because when they get us, if a population gets to there, this is what happened with the rise of Hitler. If people were paying attention, they just kind of got passive and just, well, you know, let them. It's a whole different time, almost 100 years ago. Too many t-shirts to buy? B6 and toilet t-shirt. Where are you finding these t-shirts, Darren? Yeah. I've been coming up with some slogans because I am going to put signs out. I am. Live free. Live free. Choose democracy. Live free. Choose democracy. The 20 lies a day that when he was president. Yeah, we can't get used to this stuff. Okay, I'm going to actually read on the outcome of the trial. I feel like by Friday we'll know. I feel like by Friday we'll have a verdict. I've been batting pretty good with these types of predictions as far as the court things. Will we have a verdict by Friday? I feel like we'll have a verdict by Friday. Do you like that one? Live free, choose democracy. Live free, choose democracy. Friday. Feels like it will be Friday. Will he be found guilty on most of the counts? It's kind of going around like, okay. So what I just asked is, will he be found guilty on most of the counts? Will he be found guilty on enough of the counts that it will make a difference? Yes. You have a big blue peace flag? Good for you. Yeah, there's 36 charges. So actually what I'm getting is he won't be found guilty on most of the counts. All right, will it be 50-50? Huh, that's interesting. Yeah. Please ask 11. What are you saying? Ask 11 what? Don't make me think more. I'm already thunked out. It's too much. Read on 11 counts. What I just got, Betty, was I just got the half of them. Asking if more than 30 and got a yes. Yes. Oh, okay. Okay, really? All right. Well, let's ask the cards too. Because what I was picking up was I said, will he be found guilty on most of the counts? And that's when it was giving me the runaround. And then, I mean, I'm getting like half, right? Yeah, I get the half. He'll be, on half of the counts, he'll be found guilty. That's enough. We'll take that. Will it put him behind bars? The $1 million question. Wow. Wow. Michael, Michael, you using a pendulum? Just got the Trump will be found guilty of most counts. Yeah, I'm getting affirmative. I'm getting affirmative. It's hard to be exact when you're using a pendulum or the cards, but we get a general take. YouTube is playing with my numbers. I know that. I'm very aware of that. Thank you. I just saw an orb. The counts are about the same thing. The number is high because of each check and transaction. Okay. Sissy saying guilty with 20 with appeals. Susan wants to know if there are Trumpsters in the jury. I have not picked that up. I have not picked up that there are Trumpsters in the jury. I've looked at that. Oh wait, I'm not going to read the tea leaves just yet. In a minute. Dad joke. What's the worst part about history class? Teachers tend to babble on. I like the one the other night, Thomas, about, what was that one the other night? It had the word history in it. It'll come to me. Appealing. You have to have a reason besides that I just don't like it. In the real world, yeah. Okay. Let's read on democracy. Let's read on the Democrats. But one juror is scared of being threatened. So Sissy, are you saying that because a juror is scared, they're gonna vote for destroying our country? Because that's not gonna happen. Two of the people on the jury are lawyers, yes. 3 cards about democracy. And Joe Biden. Thank you, Janice. My tea leaf readings are a lot of fun. You heard the juror 2 subscribe to Trump's social or something. I don't pick up a Trumpster. I mean, like for that matter, Ben Meiselas is on Trump's grift list. You know, like he gets grift, emails asking for money from Trump. Dad joke. My ex used to hit me with musical instruments. Didn't know that she had a history of violence. I have faith in jurors. That's what I've been feeling. It's hard to kind of escape news about Trump, so that doesn't concern me. I'm not concerned about the jury. Just put it that way. I'm not concerned about the jury. This is about democracy right now. Every single time I feel like it's gonna boil down to women's rights. And the women that feel abandoned, the women that have less rights than their mothers and grandmothers, the 9 of Pentacles, the women are going to come out of the woodwork. There will be people out there pounding the pavement and voting and speaking out, and organizations more than you think there are, more than you realize. CM really wants him incarcerated. You're not the only one. So if you don't want to feel like you're alone, you're not the only one that wants him incarcerated. I would be really fine if he ceased to exist. That's all I'm saying. I would be really fine if he ceased to exist. I think I already asked this. Let's take back our country. Exactly, Bond Blue. That's I'm doing my part. Tons of gray. What do you mean? What are you saying tons of gray for? I'm lost. Anyway. Will he will he live through 2024? Just asking. We did a group hug already. Were you late? Or are you just giving another group hug? That's nice. That's nice. Let's pull 3 cards about Joe Biden. Remember him? He's the reason that we're still a country. Let's be real. Let's read on Joe Biden because he's the reason that we're still a country. And also, give Kitty Holler a group hug. I don't know. I don't know what Darren was saying when she said something about Greg. I'm confused. Joe Biden is the reason that we still have a democracy. Okay, let's just tell it like it is. We were talking about how dads who were in the Navy paint everything in battleship gray. My dad was in the Navy. I have a picture of my dad under the Navy flag. Maybe I can find it. Just the other day. Just indulge me for a sec. Let's see. Oh, by the way, Kathy Beal is saying she got 1 reading so far. When she gets a second reading, we'll go ahead. My dad doesn't watch my show, so we're all good. That's my dad under the Navy flag. Dun 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 dun, dun under the Navy flag. I kind of have a navy, well, I guess it's more blue paint here on the walls. All right, 3 cards about Joe Biden. Remember him? Remember him? Remember Joe Biden? He's the reason that we're still a democracy. But all they say is like, oh, well, nobody likes Joe Biden. He's the reason that we're still a democracy. Let's be real, people. Let's really take that in. Joseph R. Biden, President of the United States, is the reason that we're still a democracy. Just telling the truth. You'd think that would be obvious. But all they talk about is, oh, we sold, and the way Trump projects crap on him. Joe Biden. Joe Biden is a great man. Joe Biden is a great man surrounded by fools. I don't mean his administration, clearly, but a bunch of fools in our Congress. He's very, very well aware of it. Kamala Harris, I picked up this the other night, that Kamala Harris is going to play a huge role in catapulting the Democrats to success saving democracy. It is highly challenging. It is highly challenging. But when we are all involved, and that means I want you, I want you, I want you. No, seriously, when we are all involved, we will move mountains. When we're all involved. Oh, Tina from Ottawa? Are you in Ottawa? Yep, when Joe Biden came to Ottawa back when he was vice president, he reminded me on the Men in Black. He may have something up his sleeve. Oh, that's interesting, Tina. Thanks for sharing that. He reminded you of the Men in Black. Yeah, what's up with that? What's up with the, It's the reason we're still a democracy is Joe Biden. Joe needs to get Jasmine Crockett on the campaign trail. I think she will be. And by the way, some people finally went up to the courthouse, some Democrats, and they spoke out the same day that Robert De Niro did. Uncle Joe needs you. Every one of us. I'm really picking up strongly when every American citizen that wants to live in freedom and not under a dictatorship, when we get involved, there's nothing we cannot do. I'm not just saying that like to be all like waxing philosophical. I really do feel that. Please join Grassroots of Democracy. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read 3 community cards to tie us over till Friday. And I'm going to ask you before I do this. I mean, I have it set up that Kathy Beale needs 2 astrology readings in order for us to go ahead with another show. I need to be able to help you with my gifts and talents by you booking a reading. I'm also a spiritual life coach. I also do tea leaf readings. I also have some summer classes coming up. And the summer classes start in July, and they're on my website, and there are 7 being offered. You can take all 7 at a discount, or you can pick and choose which ones you want to take. So I'm just saying, because YouTube's not helping me, in order for me to for this to stay viable, I just need, they're psychic classes. It's like psychic summer school. Yes, and I read past lives. I do it all, soup to nuts. It really is. I amaze people. You'd be surprised. 3 cards, 3 community cards. I mean, you don't do something for over 30 years of your life if you're bad at it. I don't think. I love doing readings. Just love it. Okay, the Tower card. Okay, this looks like, so from now until Friday, it looks like we will get a guilty verdict. Here's the Queen of Cups again. This reminds me that E. Jean Carroll is going to have another win. The Nine of Cups. There's going to be an abundance of truth coming this week. An abundance of truth. Did Warren leave? I haven't seen him very much tonight. You keeping a low profile? PsychicAnnetteDion.com is where you go to find out what I'm offering and to book a reading. Tina wants a reading soon. Don't wait. Don't delay. Book a reading today. Church of Spirituality has its own channel, and I need for you to subscribe at Church of Spirituality. If you're not watching Church of Spirituality, you're missing out. It'll make your life better. Speaking of that, when you become a member of my channel at all 3 levels, you get an affirmation in your inbox every single morning. It will change your life. It will definitely give you a boost to start every single day with an affirmation. Read Thomas's dad joke. Grassroots of Democracy meets 3 times a week. Tuesdays we do a guided meditation for Healed America. Thursdays we have a discussion group. That's tomorrow. Saturdays we have a work session. 3 times a week for over 2 years now. Please join Grassroots of Democracy by going to grassrootsofdemocracy.com. Please hit the thumbs up. It's up to us to save democracy. So we're not asking you for money or anything. We're doing this together. Like and subscribe before you leave. And there was one other thing. The classes are listed on my website, PsychicAnnetteDion.com. And the other thing is, please go to Substack and subscribe. Grassroots of Democracy group, even if you already get the newsletter from Grassroots of Democracy. Go through the inconvenience of deleting the extra email. We need help. We need assistance. And thank you for your help. All right. I feel like it's been forever. Thank you, Bomb Blue. I feel like it's been forever since we read tea leaves, because it has been. Tell your friends, share this video. This is the only channel where you're going to get group hugs and dad jokes. And we do our best to lift the energy, too. Okay. Here is... This is interesting. Because the first thing that I saw was like kind of a bird. Let's go back to that. Because that definitely, now if you look at that, okay, this looks like a figure that's running with a spear. Yes, it feels like it's a figure that's got a spear. Which really gives me a sense of like, let's charge, let's go for democracy. And it is at the bottom of the cup, which means this is coming in the future. Oh yeah. Trump is going to have a very bad week. It looks like a centaur. Yeah, this is very direct energy, going right for the target. Trump is going to have a very bad week. Oh, look at me crying. And this is a person tending a fire. Now, I want to tell you about this because I keep on getting this in my head. It looks like, okay, see if you can see it. This looks like a person tending a fire. And the thought that keeps coming into my head is it only takes a spark. There's a hymn that I've played at Church of Spirituality before. You've probably heard it. It's called Pass It On. It only takes a spark to get a fire going. And then soon all those around will warm up and it's glowing. Yeah, Trump is going to have a terrible week. And so this is an image of there's somebody tending to the fire. And then this looks like a woman in a big dress. And this reminds me of our ancestors helping us. And there's a person tending to the fire. So we have guidance. And there's a heart. And then that looks like somebody surfing on a surfboard. Which reminds me that we have to consider ourselves to be like, we're like surfers. We have to surf the waves. Sometimes there's a big wave that will just take us out. Temporarily. Alright, so there's a heart. There's some really good images here tonight. I want you to really pay attention. There's somebody tending a fire, and there's a woman with a big dress behind them. Like a guide. Yes. Like a guide. So remember that we are being guided. And that looks like a female figure too. That looks like a young female. That looks like an older female. We're going to see, and we'll be participating in this. We're going to see something that is like reminiscent of the suffragette movement. So get ready. Yeah, there's a lot brewing. And we have the help of our elders and our ancestors. Yeah, good tea leaves tonight, right? I did get some new tea, which is helpful. A pink wave. Yeah, a pink wave. You did see a bow and an arrow. I see the bow and the arrow too. So we're talking about really directed energy. Kitty Holler is saying, I joined Grassroots of Democracy, didn't get a newsletter. Let me just address this for a second. The newsletter is part of the Zoom invite. So just re-sign up if you're not receiving things. And the same for anybody who didn't receive something from Grassroots. You know, we live in a crazy technology world. So just go back and resubscribe here. You know, just go back and redo. Because we want you. We want you. All right. Great tea leaves tonight. I guess we had a good reading coming from the tea leaves because it had been a while. Okay, yeah, just go back and resubscribe or re-sign up. We're going to end with a dad joke. What would bears be without... What would bears be without bees? Ears. Thank you, Maria. I write great articles in the newsletter. So those articles that go with the Grassroots of Democracy newsletters that include the Zoom invite, that is also on Substack. So it's Grassroots of Democracy group. Please go and subscribe. And please go to Church of Spirituality and subscribe. I need your help and I so appreciate it. All right. I love you. Be kind to yourself. Don't isolate. All right? Don't. Promise me you won't. Namaste. See you soon.